You're probably wondering what's in the bag. Let me show you. What you're looking at here is my daughter's Christmas present from 2 years ago. This was on her Christmas list and she was so excited. Like, we were also excited to see her reaction because it's something she was really hoping for. So it came in a box and it needed some assembly. So we got the leg out and we clipped the leg in and we looked for the other leg and there was no leg in the box. This leg was missing. We had to explain to our daughter that Father Christmas had a quality assurance issue. They weren't on the A game that day and this leg was missing. What is this one-legged dinosaur got to do with our build? In the previous video, we showed you our piece of land and how excited we were, but like this dinosaur, there was something missing. We found a big building restriction line, but this building line was something else that we were not really expecting. And after talking to our architect and getting more information, we realized that we wouldn't be able to build over it. So the same way this kind of was a bit of an issue for us, didn't really change the way we felt about the land. It just means we had a few more challenges, just like this dinosaur. My daughter ended up loving this dinosaur even more because of the limitations of it. I don't know, maybe she thought it needed extra care and love. So this building restriction line doesn't apply to all properties in the whole of the country, obviously. It's very specific to our estate, Velgeregen, that we spoke about in the previous video. So in the architectural guideline says that you cannot build a wall or a structure if the gradient is more than 1:4. If I overlay my survey here, you'll see that as you look at the left towards the back, that's the steepest part of our survey, and that's where this big black line comes in, and that's our building activity zone or our building restriction line that we cannot build over. So not only did this line cause a bit of an issue for us, but the general architectural guidelines you have to stick to, they're quite rigid in an estate. So the first thing you do when you buy a piece of land is you should be getting it surveyed. You need to get a surveyor in. In fact, here's Monty talking a little bit about why you should get your land surveyed. Yeah, here I am with Monty. Monty's our surveyor. So if you buy a piece of land, why do you have to get it surveyed?
I think the most important thing is to know what property is yours, where your boundaries are, and then the next thing is maybe the topography is maybe bad. It might be too steep.
Okay, so let me head to the office. I want to show you a diagram that ties this all together. Okay, so I'm back in the office. And I already am. This is our future office. I'm going to show you that diagram that I spoke about now, but I just wanted to give you, this is a bit of a fun thing. What you see now in this video, we're talking about the design of our house. We're already building. So this is a little preview of where our office will be. This is going to be our desk and these are going to be our views. So all that sand will be brought down. This is quite a big room. This is a 5.5 by 4.5 meter room. So yeah, we're very happy with it. And you'll see, there's my wife. Hi, Taryn.
Hi.
Just know that there's a lot happening behind the scenes. All the way from breaking ground to getting to this point to exciting adventures with the bank. It's all coming up, so stay tuned. But let's get back to that drawing. I want to show you what I was talking about. These are the decisions we had to make to get this design right. In order to design our dream family home, 3 things had to happen. Number 1, we had to consider our family's needs. How many bedrooms do we want? Where's the dog gonna go? All these sort of decisions have to be made. The next thing is that dreaded building restriction line. How do we fit all of our family needs and design the house in such a way that it doesn't encroach on the building restriction lines while being able to have all the bedrooms and all the things we need as a family for the house to function? And lastly, we had to consider the HOA guidelines, the Home Owners Association. They determine what the architectural look and feel has to be within the whole estate. So we had to get all 3 of these elements working to find the sweet spot to build our dream family home. So that leads us to our next point. Okay, so the next thing we had to do in order to hit that sweet spot in the middle of these 3 areas was to find an architect. We don't know what we're doing. We've never built a house. So we asked around and we were recommended to chat to Henk from Enna Green Designs. Henk met us on site with Robert, who were just amazing with us, really. They spent time understanding our needs. They looked at the piece of land we had bought and we started brainstorming ideas. And we felt immediately at ease that we got the right team involved at this stage of the build to get our perfect house designed. Little did we know that it was going to take quite a lot of different iterations to get to the final product. But I'm not going to run you through those now. Let me show you what our final design looks like and what we're currently building. Okay, so we're so excited for you to look at our property. I mean, this is just a lot of work in the making. But basically, what we're looking at here is the front of our property from the street view. We've got our main double garage here, which is very generous, 7 meters across. We've got our entrance hall, which is great. And in fact, you look right through over the valley, straight through there. We've got our utility room over here and our spare bathroom there from this angle. This window at the top here is one of the kids' rooms. From the side view, you can see we've got the two kids' rooms at the top with their own balcony, which is really cool. We've got external access for our guest room downstairs, which means our guests can get into their own room with ensuite bathroom separately. And at the top here, we've got our main bedroom, which is really going to be just amazing views. And there you can see that our guest room has their very own little patio, which is great. We really wanted our guests to be able to sort of just, come have coffee or tea out of here. We've also got our own, from our master bedroom, we've got our own balcony that leads into the garden, which is also very cool. So the hero of our whole house is really our main big entertainment area. This is a 13-meter long open plan living area with our kitchen at the back here. And these views coming right over the pool is where the mountains will be. This really frames the whole mountains in the background. We are so incredibly blessed and excited with these views we're going to be having. And essentially we designed the house to look at this L shape to capture these views. So no matter which room you're in really, you are always seeing the mountains, which is just a spectacular sort of thing. If you look down here, earlier in this video, I was actually in this room. This is our office/studio room. And if you remember earlier, you would have seen that cutout. This is where we're going to be sitting and doing a lot of our work. And that just shows you how far we are on the project already. Okay, as we look to the side of the house, this side, there's not much to look at because we purposefully designed it like that. We didn't want our neighbors who are going to build up here to look into our house. So we've essentially got a lot of privacy by not putting windows here. We've got so much light coming in this way that we weren't concerned about this wall. And here we are, back to the front of the house. So that is our house design. Like, we are totally happy with it and blown away. Today we're with the family here in Leisler, doing the featherbed crossing, which is very cool. What do you think? Leave a comment below. Let us know what you think about the design, how it looks. Next, we're going to get into our finance. There is so many exciting things to look out for. Digging of the foundations, breaking ground, that's all coming up. So watch this space for more.